Oh, good morning, my self-reliant peeps. Today it's spring. It's a beautiful day. The sun's out, a little breezy, but not cold. And so I thought today would be a great day to plant the apple. I got some apple trees and I got some cherry trees. So today would be a great day. It's mid-April, right before Easter. So it'll be a good day to plant them. And they say we can plant them in our zone. So they're bare root. So I have them soaking in a bucket. They have to soak for an hour. I figured by that time I'll have 4 holes dug. I used to have an orchard. I mean, it wasn't a big orchard. No, I think there was 4 apple trees, 2 cherry trees, a peach tree, and a pear tree. And over time, some rotted. Some were taken out by the storms in just winter. And so all that I'm left with now is 1 blueberry bush, which is enough for a year's supply of blueberries for me, for what I do with them. But that bush is 60 years old, well, 55 years old. And so I'll be planting one beside it, so that in case the 55-year-old bush goes, that I still have a bush that'll be ready to bear. So that'll be done, but it's a little early to plant that according to the directions. So let's get started. I have my 4 holes straight line with other things, so you just sort of go around and just keep mowing. I still have to let the roots soak for a while, so it's a nice time to take a break. Now, according to the instructions on the cherry and apple trees, I'm not supposed to add any fertilizer or any compost or anything to the holes. They just want it in its native soil. So that's what I'm going to do. And as I recall, that's how my dad planted the fruit trees too. So we'll do that. The holes are prepared in that I have them dug so that there's some loose soil on the bottom. The apple tree said I had to have 2 different varieties, so I have a Grimes Golden, which is a very old apple. It's not pretty, but boy does it have good taste. You don't see many Grimes Golden apples out there, again, because they're not a pretty apple. They tend to have lumps and bumps and they're small. And The other one's a red apple. For the life of me, I can't remember what I bought, but I know it's a variety that I like. The cherry trees are Bing cherries. I don't make cherry pies, so I didn't put in any sour cherry. Just Bing cherries, just for eating throughout the summer. So I doubt that I'll have anything this summer. I'll have blueberries. The blueberry bush I bought said, I should have a harvest this year, but I'm suspecting I'll get probably 7 berries. But I still have that 55-year-old one that will give me enough for the blueberry buckle I make throughout the year. Well, I got a Golden Delicious and a Grimes Golden, which are both yellow apples, but they're both very good eating apples. I prefer the Grimes Golden. This one came with its own dirt. Just put it in a hole, it said. Sweaty. We got them planted. 2 cherry trees and 2 apple trees are planted. My parents used to always tell me that you never really own the land, you just get it ready for the next owner. I think my parents did a very nice job at getting the land ready for me. And when the time comes, I hope that we'll have lots of fruit for the next owners, and a nice view and nice flowers. So at any rate, thank you for watching my Self-Reliant peeps, and I appreciate your time, and I'll see you next time.